Shalom. Let to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Waha, Quadash, Rakor. A double honor to the apostles, the great millstone. Salutation to the brothers. One second. Salutation to the brothers that's teaching truth and sincerity. This is the Lord battles. I'm gonna speak on. This is not a game. No, this is serious business. I was watching Apostle Tahar, one of his videos. He was like, "Man, this thing get harder. This thing don't get easy. Like, this is not a easy thing. I'm gonna just get this in James, just real quick. Let me just get this in James. James 1 and 1 and 3. It said, knowing this. No, I'm gonna start at 2. It said, my brethren, count it all joy ye fall into diverse temptations, man, because the spirit been heavy this week about basically demons, man. Demons coming upon you and overtaking you. And we're not overtaking you, but overtake you to where they get in your head and they get in your mind, but you must rebuke that demon in the name of the Lord, and and through the spirit you overcome that demon when they try to overtake you. So when that demon try to overtake you, you rebuke that demon in the name of the Lord, man. You exercise that demon. But that goes into the diverse temptations, man. Because the truth, you're gonna lose a lot of things in this truth. A lot of things that pertain to this world. Like me personally, I'm not gonna, just this is a personal testimony. Like I lost my car. My girl left me, and I got kicked out where I was living at, all in the same fucking month. So you can imagine, I was going through it. You know what I'm saying? Drinking more than often, and just like damn, like this, this. I didn't see that coming. Everything just one day everything was cool. The next day it was like damn, but you gotta count it all joy because something, because we know that we're striving for the kingdom. We know something better is gonna come. There's something better than this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? So it said count it all. It said count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patient. Right, it worketh patient, man. You even though this get harder, you get built up even more to withstand the things to come. So you getting better as this place as hell. Because you gotta remember something, we're not the only one catching hell. So we got brothers to comfort you, man. Because whatever you're going through, another brother could be going through a similar, they can relate to the situation that you're going through. So, that brother can give you, and it can be an elder brother, and it also could be an elder brother already went through what you went through, so he can give you advice and tell you how to deal with that situation. So that's why it's a beautiful thing. So because the Lord works in the balance, man. So the Lord, He put hell, He chastised us, but He also give us a way to escape that situation. So it say, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patient, but let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. Right. So it say, but this another point. No, that's good. That's good. Because it say, brother. Yeah. Oh yeah, no. Yeah. I'm gonna jump to verse 12. Still in James 1. It say, blessed is the man that endureth temptations, right? Blessed is that man who endureth temptation, man. You know, we're going to have temptation in all different levels, man. You know, went to the smallest and greatest thing, man. But you always pray. You always pray to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua. You know, that's the name, that's the Heavenly Father, and who this world ignorantly called Jesus. Then you say, put me in the spirit, you know, Quadash Rakar. That's how you say it, you know, bring that Holy Spirit upon me, you know. So once again, this is not a game. It takes faith. You pray for the Lord to increase your faith, man. This takes a lot of faith, man. This is not no carnal thing, man. This is something that you can't just wake up and do. The Lord got to put the Spirit on you, to do these things. This is Hebrews 11 verse 1. It say, now faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Right, faith is the things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen, man. You know, we can't prove nothing. We can't give you, like, we can't, even though that the artifacts and things out there is evidence that the Bible is real. But when we go out on the highways and byways, and even though when I do these stand-ups, you know, these personal testimonies, I can't prove nothing I'm saying. Like, I can't give you no evidence. Only thing you can, this thing is about faith, man. This thing you just gotta believe it. I mean, I can't show you Noah ship right now offhand. I never seen it, you know. I believe in. I believe in the Heavenly Father and His Son. I believe that the nation of Israel, 144,000 and 1/3, is going to get delivered up out of here. I believe that we must fear the Lord. Fear the Lord. That's how we're going to become closer to the Lord, by fearing Him, keeping His law, statutes, and commandments, by overcoming these temptations, by overcoming these demons. Okay, you know, I believe that the Lord is going to put these so-called white people, which their biblical name is Edomites, in slavery. It's going to bring down this place, America, with 200 million nuclear missiles plus the chariots fire. I believe that, man. Now, do I have evidence? No, I just believe it. That's what the Bible say. This my evidence, man. You know. Now, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this story because once again, this thing is not a joke, man. You know, and when you read certain, when you read certain things in these scriptures, you will see, Salakia, and you will see that this is not a joke, man. This is serious business, you know. This is real serious business here, man. This is not something you take lightly, you know. So I'm gonna bring this out. So this in Matthew's Salakia. I don't have the. Come on, man. I'm getting all these text messages. That's one thing having these group text messages. They just don't stop coming, you know. But you gotta respond to the brothers, you know. All right, so this is Matthew 20, 22, right? I might start up. Let me see. Matthew 20. Yeah, I'm gonna start up, and it say, and then came to him the mother of Zebedee's children with her sons, worshiping him and desiring a certain thing of him. And he said unto her, right, hey, that's a spirit, because a certain thing, and Apostle Gabar said, this thing of ours. You know what I'm saying? So a certain thing is we want to be accepted in the kingdom. We want to be part of the elect, the 144,000, the 1/3. It's a blessing enough just to know that you're an Israelite. That's all. That's a blessing in itself. Even though you were 2/3, guess what? You were Israelite. Guess what? You on the other side, you gonna be good, man. You know. But it say, and he said unto her, what wilt thou? She said unto him, grant that these my 2 sons may sit, the one on thy right hand and the other on thy left, in thy kingdom. Right. So that's what they wanted. So they wanted to basically be part of be some prophets, because you know, when we come in this truth, that's what we ask, but we gotta put the work in. You know, we can't just claim, like, we can't, you know, we do these sit down these standards, but we go through shit here, man. You know, we go through shit. I go through shit. This not no, I know this work come first, but you know, off camera, this shit is real, man. You know, this is not no game. You know, so you know, just to ask that, you know, I'm gonna talk more of the story, but you gotta be diligent in this, man. You can ask all you want, but you gotta show diligence. Like the apostle said, you gotta show diligence. You gotta be diligent about this, right? So it's saying, it said that one may sit one on their right hand and the other on their left in the kingdom. But Yahushua answered and said, ye know not what ye ask. Why would he say that, man? He said, you don't even know what you asking, man. Ye not know what you ask, man. Meaning, you know, here it is, you know, like, this is not no fun thing. This is not no fucking game. You got your mama asking for you and shit, man. You gotta be a man. You know, you don't know what you talk. You know, you wasn't even man enough. Saying you wasn't man enough to speak for yourself. It's not no fucking game. You can't. This is something. This is not a game. This one I want just to get that over on, brothers, man. You know, missing camp. You know, not praying, not fasting. You know, me myself going off. You know, you know. Those serious offenses, man. You must pray for mercy, and you must take this thing seriously. You must try to stop with all your might. Stop any wickedness that you're doing. You must try to stop with all your might, man. So it said, ye know not what ye ask. Are ye able to drink of the cup that I shall drink, and to be baptized with the baptism that I am baptized with, man? So that's talking about talking about going through hell and tribulations, being baptized with the baptism that I am about to be baptized with, man. Drinking of that cup, man. Being because we're coming to the Passover now, and Yahushua had to go. He had to be crucified, you know. And that was one hell of a trial and tribulation, drinking of the cup and baptism. He had to go through, man. You know, and all his people, the whole nation of Israel, except for his chosen, basically forsook him. Hell, even the 12, even though it was prophecy, even some of the 12, Peter had denied him. So he was going through hell even within his chosen. He was like, man. So this thing is not a joke, man. This thing is not something that you just take lightly, man. This thing you must take seriously, man. You must endure these temptations. Once you push your hand into the plow, you can't. There's no turning back, man. Like the apostles always say, this is worse than a mafia, man. This is worse than gangs. This thing, once you start, you can't stop, man. Even through death, you must. Because I say that And that might went over a lot of people's head. Well, I mean, even through death, because we get reincarnated. And guess what? When we come back, we got to do it. We got to keep going. You know, this is not our first time here. We was prophets back in the past, man. You know? So it say, ye know not what ye ask. Are ye able to drink of the cup that I shall drink of, and to be baptized with the baptism that I am baptized with? They said unto him, we are able. And he said unto them, ye shall drink indeed of my cup, and be baptized with the baptism that I am baptized with. Right, you go indeed, since, right, and to the brothers, you know, including myself. Even so since I said that I want to do this, I want to be part of his elect, his 1/3. Guess what? I want to come. I want those blessings. To get through that base, and you gotta go through the straight gate, man. To where you gonna have to be a martyr. You gotta see your love, the ones you love in this. You know, you might got a love. You might got a child. You know what I'm saying. You might got a woman. You might got like a flesh. Brothers, sisters. You might gotta see them. You might gotta see them. So this thing is not a game. So you gonna get what you ask. And it say, but to sit on my right hand and on my left is not mine to give, but it shall be given to them for whom it is prepared of my Father. Right. So it's really up to the Most High if He wants you to choose you or not, man. Okay, because Most High is above Yahushua. Okay, but Yahushua is above us. Now, I'm going to give you an example of what type of faith you got to have to endure these this drinking of the cup and this baptism, which is really another word. I remember I was arguing with some niggas, some niggas that came to my, that came around the corner from me. They caught themselves teaching out there one fucking day. We was going at it. They was just teaching how you gotta be baptized by water. I brought the scripture out. They said, no, nigga, that's talking about water. No, man, it's talking about you going through the trials and tribulations, man. A lot of people get a wake-up call. One thing about Great Millstone, we teach that you brothers gonna go through shit, man. You brothers gonna go through shit. See, people think they join this group, this thing is just all jolly and just ha, like we gonna skip through. You ain't gonna go through nothing. You about to go through shit, man. You gonna go through something here. You gonna go through hell here, man. You going to. You just is, man. You gonna go through shit. You claiming that you love the Lord. You about his program. We'll see. He gonna put us all to the fucking test, man. And you gotta pray that the Lord is dealing with you, man. The only reason why Yahushua made it through that trial and tribulation, the Lord was He kept them alive, man. It was dealing with them. There's gonna be some things that the Lord really gotta deal with you, man. They got something called, which the Lord put in the Bible. He describes it as the mark of the beast, which we here at Great Millstone identified it through the Spirit of the Most High and the Son as the RFID chip, man. We can't accept that, man. It will be to where if you don't accept that chip, that RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast of the Bible, you get put to death. So we gotta be martyrs. We gotta have our mind already prepared for things like that, man. All right, so this is Daniel. Book of Daniel, right? Verse 3, and I'm going to get to the point. It's about Abednego, Meshach, and Shadrach. 3 and 13, it say, then Nebuchadnezzar, this when we was in Babylon, this when Israel had fallen, I think it was under Zedekiah. So it said, then Nebuchadnezzar, in his rage and fury, commanded to bring Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Then they brought these men before the king. And Nebuchadnezzar spake and said unto them, Is it true, O Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego? Do not ye serve my gods, nor worship the golden image which I have set up? Now if ye be ready, that at what time ye hear the sound of the cornet, the flute, the harp, and the sackbut, and psaltery, and dulcimer, and all kinds of music, you fall down and worship the image which I made. Well, but if ye worship not, ye shall be cast the same hour into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. So this was not a threat. He didn't threaten them, man. He told them what it was. That was a straight fucking commandment. So these men, and Nebuchadnezzar said, look, you don't worship my gods. When you hear the music, I'm gonna throw y'all in the fire furnace. Simply as that. What you gonna do? And this is what happened. And who is that God that shall deliver you out of my hand? So what they was thinking, like, man, Yahweh gonna deliver me, man. That was in their head the whole time. Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh gonna deliver me. I don't know what the fuck you talking about, but the Most High and Yahweh, they gonna deliver me, man. I'm gonna get delivered out this situation, man. So it say, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego answered and said to the king Nebuchadnezzar, we are not careful to answer thee in this matter. If it be so, our God, whom we serve, is able to deliver us from the burning fires, and he will deliver us out of thy hand, O king. But if not, be it known unto thee. So they like, look, even the Most High don't deliver. Know this. But be it known unto thee, O king, that we will not serve thy God, nor worship the golden image which thou hast set up. So they like, look, man, even if the Most High don't deliver us, man, fuck you, man. And that what type of mindset you gotta have in this truth too. Even if you don't get delivered, you gotta still be to the word. Like, look, I'm not worshiping this fucking place, America, man. They said, so they basically was right there. That's the code, because they basically said, look, even if I gotta die death of the 2/3, I'm not about to worship your golden image. I'm not with your program, man. I just choose death. Fuck it. I'm not about to worship this though, man. So it say, then was Nebuchadnezzar full of fury, and the form of his vengeance was changed against Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Therefore he spake and commanded that they should heat the furnace 7 times more than it wont to be heated. And he commanded the most mighty men that were in his army to bind Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, to cast them into the burning fiery furnace. Then these men were bound in their coat, their hosen, and their hats, and their other garments, and were cast into the midst of the burning furnace. Therefore, because the king commanded was urgent, and the furnace exceeding hot, the flames of the fire slew those men that took up Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And these 3 men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, fell down, bound in the midst of the burning fire. So they got thrown in, but the men that threw them in and bound them, they got burnt up. So that's type of faith they had. They just had it to where, look, I gotta choose death because I asked to drink of this cup. I asked to be baptized with the baptism. And I asked, I prayed this, please the Lord. I prayed that my faith please the Lord. Verse 24. Then Nebuchadnezzar, the king, was astonished, and rose up in the haste, and spake and said unto his counselors, Did not we cast 3 men bound in the midst of the fire? They answered and said unto the king, True, O king. He answered and said, Lo, I see 4 men loose, walking in the midst of the fire, and they not hurt. And it say, right, so he said, man, I seen, then I cast 3 men. You know, why do I see 4? That because the Lord sent, the Heavenly Father sent, man, it could have been an angel, but it could have been their God, man. Our God is Yahweh Shai, man. So they got delivered from that fire, man, because the Most High, you gotta understand, we're seeing His flesh. The Most High gonna give us spiritual powers, man, to where elements won't have no power over our spiritual bodies, man. Man, that's what I'm saying, man. You gotta pray for this, man. And this is why we do the things that we do, because we want those blessings, man. Because when we get those blessings, you fucking devils, you fucking Edomites, you fucking heathen nations, you natural Gentile nations, and 2/3 of our people, y'all gonna get it. Then it say, verse 26, then Nebuchadnezzar came near to the mouth of the burning fiery furnace and spake, said, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, ye servants of the Most High God, come forth and come hither. Right, even so Nebuchadnezzar felt that fear with his bitch ass, you know. Then Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego came forth in the midst of the fire, walk through the fire, man. Look, that's the type of power the Lord gonna give us, to walk through the fire, man. And the prince and the governor and the captain and the king's counselor, being together, saw these men upon whose body the fire had no power. So the fire, and that's another thing. This hell, if the Lord is with you, this fire, all the hell, the bullshit we go through, not gonna have power. Ain't gonna have no power over us, man. The Most High gonna protect you through through your whole journey. So I'm not gonna make this long. So I hope this was edifying. With that, I love to give our praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Waha, Kodash, Rakah, and double honor to the apostles of the Great Millstone. Salutation to the brothers that teach in truth and sincerity. Shalom.